Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video we are going to discuss on the gap. See, these questions, these comments I have received multiple times from you people to make a video like if we have the gap in our career, like 7-year gaps, 5 years gaps, if I have, what will be the effect? Do we get the interviews? Does company bother a lot on this career gap? What exactly the consequences if we have the career gap or any other gap? Okay, so let's just discuss on this topic today. I have come up with a video based on my experience, based on my knowledge, okay, and also people who is already having the gap, who already got placed in the companies. I got the feedback from them before making this video, okay, because to help you people to understand what exactly will happen if you have the gaps in your career or in your education. Fine, so let's start with the video. If you have any doubt, if you still after watching the video, if you find any difficulty to understand the things, then please reach me out in the comment section. If you have any one-to-one discussion, if you have any further discussion in detail, then please reach me out Instagram. My Instagram handle is in the description box, and also my Gmail account ID also have given in the description box. You can reach out to me in either way. Okay, so let's start with the video now. So the question was, does company allow the career gap or the educational gap? There will be two kind of gaps, that is educational gap and one more is career gap. Okay, what exactly the educational gap is? Educational gap is nothing but when you are studying, let's say you have studied till 12th, after that you have taken 2 years of gap and then you have continued your graduation. That is called educational gap. Fine. What is career gap? Career gap is nothing but when you are working for some company for at least 2 to 3 years or 1 year, 2 year, whatever it is. Okay, after that you have taken some gap, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, whatever it is, because of some personal reason or any other medical conditions, because of some any other medical reasons you have taken the gap. Okay, that is what we call it as career gap. Fine. So let's just discuss on this, whether this really bothers during the time of interviews or while joining any company. Fine. So let's just discuss now. See, company really doesn't bother about the career gaps or the educational gaps. If you are really skillful, if you are really knowledgeable enough, okay, company will look into that only. Why they will look into your career gap? It will really least bother. That's what I can say based on the experience. No, I don't experience this kind of thing, but based on the knowledge what I have taken from the from the people who already having the career gap, they already working in multinational companies, they doesn't feel that it really bothers. Okay, people are there, okay, but they are really skillful. Fine. If they are getting any coding or project related stuff in at the time of interviews, what people will do, what the employees or the interviewers will ask you is write the code. Okay, different type of scenarios they will give you. If you really crack that, if you really crack those interviews, na, that's it. They don't bother about career gap, educational gap, nothing bothers. Okay, but some multinational companies like Accenture, TCS, these companies will be having some criteria, like if you have more than 2 years of gap, they will not allow you to sit in the interview because of their policies. But still you can try, because sometimes what will happen, employees will not get the skilled person. Okay, if you are skilled enough, if you are knowledgeable enough, they will neglect these policies also sometimes. I'm not telling every time, sometimes it will happen. Fine, but only Accenture, TCS is not the companies which is available right now. There are hundreds, thousands of companies is available. You can get selected in any other company, get some experience, then you can, if you are having any dream company which you want to work for, very long period of time, then you work for some other company for some time, then you can get into these companies. That time your career gap or educational gap will not matter that much. Okay, if you are already having the experience. Fine. Though you are having the career gap, companies will not bother that much. Okay, but still the interviewer or the HR will ask you, okay, just to know the reason why exactly you got these gaps. If the reason is really genuine, then they doesn't bother. Seriously, I'm telling. Okay, so if you have career gap also, please don't bother and sit in the home like I have career gap, I don't know what to do. No, might be I need to do some courses, then I will get into the company. No, if you are skilled person, if you are knowledgeable enough, okay, please get into the company, give the interviews, at least attend the interviews and see what is happening. Without giving the interview, without attending anything, if you are thinking by sitting in home itself, I might be I might not get into that company because of my career gap. That is waste of time only, right? So please attain and see what is happening. At least you will get some experience of interview, right? If you're able to sell yourself properly, the company will make sure that they have you on board. Fine, please keep this point in mind. For some company, yes, it really bothers, but it depends on your reason, which should be backed up with proper proof. Then this will not be the concern for you. Fine. I hope you are trying to understand what I am trying to tell. See, if you are a fresher, then the companies like Capgemini, Cognizant, these kind of companies will not accept the freshers with the educational gap, whether it is a educational gap or for the experienced people, whether it is a career gap. They will not accept. That's what I got to know from the Capgemini employees. Okay, they are not accepting the people, either it is a fresher or it is experienced people. They will not accept the career gap or the educational gap. Fine, but they, not to worry, as I said, there are a hell lot of companies which you can get into. Okay, if you are having already the proper proof or the reason for your gaps, it really doesn't matter to the companies. Leave about this Capgemini, Accenture or Cognizant. Other companies will definitely going to hire you. These companies also, if they are not getting the skilled people, they will going to hire you. A year or two gap year doesn't matter much for most of top notch, but make sure that you have to justify them. If you are able to justify them, then that doesn't really matters for them. I am telling you, I contacted people from IBM, I contacted people from one more company, that is JP Morgan. Okay, I contacted people from Bosch, I contacted people from Entity Data. So they all said that career gap is not a barrier for the employees who is really skilled enough, who can able to sell themselves properly. Okay, with proper reason and proofs. It really doesn't matter for these kind of companies also. IBM is really good company, Bosch is also really good company. Okay, so these kind of companies really doesn't bother about the gaps. So make sure whatever the skills you are having, you just enhance your skills. If you are really finding difficulty in cracking the interviews, then make sure you will enhance your skills and then attend the interviews. Definitely you can crack the interviews and these gaps will not matter a lot to you, neither to the employers. You have to make sure that you must have the solid justification in your answer for your gap. See, some gaps is acceptable like maternity, career gap if you have taken for education, higher education, that is not bother. If you have taken the career gap and done the freelancing, that is also not the reason of rejection. Or if you have done any business, etc. Fine, these kind of gaps if you have taken and if you have done something, this kind of career gap is acceptable in any company. I told you already, companies like Capgemini, Accenture are not hiring for more than 2 years, 2+ years of career gap. But if you are having minimum 2 years of career gap, then companies like Cognizant or whichever it is, they are going to hire you because they just want people who are capable of producing good results, good quality products. That is what they really bother. Of course, why not? The year should not matter. All you need is dedication, speak the truth and share all the details of all what you did. It could be anything, but speak the truth. Employees will not like much investigation when you speak the truth, when you tell the truth. Getting my point? You might also encounter the employers, they just want some basic insights of your gap and not much details. Some employers might not agree with you, they will investigate deeply. Then what you have to do in that case? Move to the next employer. That's it. Don't take stress. Don't think, oh, I was about to get into Accenture, I was about to get into TCS, but due to this career gap, I got failed. Might be I would not get into any other company. Don't get stressed. Switch the job. If the employer is getting deeply investigating your gap, if you are thinking it is really bothering you, just try to move to the next employer. That's it. See, the main conclusion here, what I can say is, each and every employer will actually look for the skill sets in you. If you make them feel that you carry knowledge and skill set and gap really matters to your bag of knowledge, they will appreciate. Okay, they will appreciate for sure. If you are carrying skill sets, if you are carrying the knowledge enough, whatever they are based on the requirements, then they will appreciate you, they will hire you. They will not going to investigate deeply on your career gap or educational gap. Okay, they will just want to know the truth behind why exactly this gap you have taken. They just want to know the insights. Just the insights if you give, they will appreciate for sure. Okay, so don't bother about the gaps and all those things. So if you are still facing the problem with career gap, start applying from today. Go to Naukri, upload your profile, update the profile before applying. Okay, make sure that the latest updated profile you are going to upload in your Naukri and also in the LinkedIn. Apart from that, if you are looking for particular companies, go to their career page and upload it. I think Naukri is fine. I just upload. What personally I do is I apply only on Naukri, no other pages, nowhere else. You can also do the same. If you're still not getting, as now many companies are doing the layoffs, so might be the positions or the openings are less as compared to the previous year. So what I will suggest is apply on Naukri, apply on LinkedIn, and also in the career pages of the companies. Some 10 to 12 companies per day you can apply. You will get the calls for sure after 10 to 15 days. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. I was having to share with you people. If you have any doubt in this, please do the comment in the comment section below. And if you want to have any further discussion, you already know you have to reach me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is in description box, and also my Gmail account ID also I have given in the description box if you are not using the Insta. Fine. Okay guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please go and subscribe to this channel. In this channel you will get really informative video of this kind. Okay, if you're really interested, please go and subscribe, and also enable the bell icon so that you will get the notification whenever I upload any new video of this kind. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.